Have you ever wondered why you can put on one color and it makes you glow? And then you put on another color and it's sort of meh, kind of makes you look a little tired. This has everything to do with color theory. And in your color style, we use a lot of color theory to explain the reasons why a color can work for you or not work for you. So in this video, I'm going to share with you our key color theory tips so that you can look at a color and decide if it's going to be your best or just so-so, and understand why a color might make you look a little tired. Hi, I'm Jen Vax with YourColorStyle.com, and let's dive in. The first thing that we look at when we color analyze someone is their tones, how light, medium, or deep they are. So if you are someone that is dominantly light hair, eyes, and skin, then you would be considered light. With medium tones, medium dark hair, even if you have light eyes, you would be considered medium. And very dark tones, like very dark hair, even if your skin is very fair, you would be considered deep. Now, why does this matter? It matters because it defines the range of colors that are most flattering on you. So without even doing a formal analysis, you can look in the mirror and decide if you are light, medium, or deep, and then scale the colors accordingly. So for example, this woman has very light hair, eyes, and skin. So notice how lovely a light pink looks on her. But if we put something too dark, it just looks heavy. It doesn't look the worst because it is the right color. It's a cool pink. It's just that it's very dark and doesn't harmonize with her nearly as much as the light color. That's because she is light. And that would be true for someone who has medium tones. You might discover that pastels wash you out. And if you are very dark, the same thing. So you have to pay attention to your depth. And that alone can rule out a lot of colors. So if she had bought a sweater in this and she can't figure out why it just doesn't do anything for her, it's because it's too dark. The next thing that we take into consideration is chroma. Now, chroma is how saturated a color is, or how soft it is, how muted it is. Another way of thinking about it is a very bright color could be very sharp and very intense, where something a little softer just isn't as harsh, isn't as strong. And not everyone can wear those strong colors, and some look amazing in them. And this is something that you could do for yourself. You could put on a very bright color like she has here, but notice that it's the right quote unquote color. It's the right hue. It's a cool color, but it's just too bright. It jumps right off of her. And notice that if we just soften it up a little bit and make it a little bit darker in a medium tone, nothing too dark and nothing too light, this is very harmonious, much more flattering. Well, this is entirely too strong on her. We've already seen her in this light, bright pink, but notice that if we put a muted, softer pink on her, same lightness, just more soft and muted, this doesn't do anything for her. It really kind of drains her. So she needs that clear chroma. So maybe it's not as bright as this sharp, bright magenta, but it is still clear chroma and is on the bright side. The last here is very dark tones, and we put that same bright pink on her, and look how beautiful it looks on her, balanced with her shiny black hair. If we put a soft color on her, you can almost see the bags of her eyes showing up more distinctly, pulling out the gray lines that are not really on her skin, but make it look like there are. And this makes her look very tired as opposed to this nice bright color. So it's very interesting. You could take the same color and put it on someone else, and it doesn't do anything for that person, just overpowers. But here it looks harmonious, just right. So now we've got the depth and we've got the chroma. And then the third thing to consider, and by the way, if you're not in for doing a full color analysis of yourself, you can take any one of these three pieces, these three components that I'm sharing with you in this video, and just one will transform your clothing. So if you've ever wondered why some things just aren't resonating, they may be too soft, they may be too bright, they may be too light or too dark. The third thing they could be is the wrong temperature. Now, this is it's a little bit easier if you know your undertones, but in general though, someone with cool undertones, if you put a warm color on, now these are the same darkness, just a different hue. I did that because she's medium. I'm not going to put a very pastel warm color on her because no matter what, it would still make her look washed out because she's not light. So I put a medium tone on her, and in this case, it's a medium warm color, which kind of translates into like a golden brown, but it looks like mud on her. Look how much more vibrant and healthy she looks here in this cool base color. The same is here. We have the light pink, so the same lightness, but only in like a warm apricot. This doesn't really do anything for her. It kind of brings out some of the yellow tones in her skin a little bit. This right here matches the natural pink in her lips and it brings out the healthy glow in her altogether. And over here, same intensity, except one is warm and one is cool, and this just looks like mud on her. Really, really drains the color out of her, makes her look more sallow. She's got a little bit of an olive skin tone, so this particular yellow is really pulling out more of that yellow in her skin, where this is very, very beautiful and very balanced on her. So when we put all three together, we come up with a complete color palette that's full of all the colors that would be flattering on that particular person. So in this case, bright, cool, and light would be for her. And if we go back, we can see that she is light, she is cool, and she is bright. Bright, cool, and light gives you this complete color palette. So those three, knowing those three will give you your complete colors. But if you just want to exercise one of them, it can still make all the difference when choosing colors for yourself. Now that you know about undertones, depth, and chroma, let's put it all together into your personal color palette. When you wear colors that match your unique color profile, your skin looks clear, your eyes pop, and your whole look becomes effortless. No more guesswork, just confidence in every outfit. This is exactly what we do in my signature color analysis. We analyze your features and create a custom color palette designed just for you. Want to stop guessing and finally know your best colors? Click the link below to get your signature color analysis. We will analyze your colors and send you a customized palette so you can shop smarter, dress better, and feel more confident every day.